Haters rejoice, lovers remorse. I am stepping away from coffee content. After nearly 8 years, 500 plus videos, roughly 250,000 followers, and 70 million views across multiple platforms, I am taking an indefinite hiatus from Sprometheus. Now, to a lot of my viewers, this may seem rather abrupt, but actually, I've been considering this departure for some time now, and earlier this year, I started telling my friends, peers, and sponsors that this is actually happening. And truly, every channel has a lifespan, so I knew eventually this day would come. And what I really wanted is I wanted it to be of my own volition, my own choice, and not just continually going through the motions until I'm a burnt out, dried husk of a person. And over the last couple of years, I have tried to do some certain things to try to mitigate this, like posting less often, changing the types of content I've been doing. But really, all of that has sort of just delayed the inevitable. So, of course, burnout, like many YouTubers before me, and of course, many YouTubers after me, is the key factor. But it's built on multiple different pillars. And I think the ones that stand out the most is, social media algorithms, general influencer culture, and also just the culture at large, which has made this process of making videos and doing what I do just a lot less fun, at least to me. But don't get me wrong, I love coffee and I always will. It'll always be part of my life. But when you take your passion and your hobby and you turn it into your job, the problem is it starts to feel like a job. It sort of robs you of that joy, of that passion. And then with the added bonus of content creation, you have to feed an ever-hungry algorithm in a fight to stay relevant. And in a lot of cases, at least from my personal perspective, the coffee content I've been seeing on my timeline lately has felt uninspired, copy and paste, and almost like an excuse for product placement instead of about coffee. Now, I can't really blame those who are out there doing that because the platforms we use and we post on reward us for quantity over quality. And it's really, really hard to post quality at the pace that these platforms want us to. But every time I see a creator slide into frame a la risky business past a framed Lumineers poster or a letterboard that says more espresso, less depresso, a little bit of my soul dies. But I digress. It's likely no shock to anyone that influencer culture is toxic and it serves to fetishize consumption as if a new grinder or tool will somehow fix all the problems in your life. And to be honest, I'm just tired. And I am also very fortunate to have been able to turn this into what I've done for the past 8 years and something I actually started to do for fun. But now that it's no longer fun anymore, I'm even more fortunate to be able to walk away. Now, if you're still here at this point in the video, there's a good chance you're either just letting this play out or you're a true ride or die Sprohead. So you might be wondering what I'm going to do next. Well, I am building out a whole new line of socials with a different username, of course, but without any planned or focused agenda. I know I want to create things, but I'm not really sure what quite yet. But I do know I want to build more of a community around shared human experiences and really push back on the big push of AI in spaces like this. So to do that, I want to try to focus this next year on live streaming, doing more direct engagement, direct communication with my audience, and kind of seeing how that type of community building works. And I tend to just prefer Twitch. Their live streaming capabilities are just a little bit better in terms of community building and community engagement and chat moderation and those things. So if you want to be part of that, I would love to have you. Jump on over to Twitch. I'll put some links in the description and maybe some in a pinned comment. I'll be doing anything and everything on there. I have no direct plans, but if you want to chat coffee, if you want to watch gaming, whatever it might be, swing by all the new socials, drop me a follow to help me kickstart this next phase in my content creation life. It would be much appreciated. But on that bombshell, I think it's time I start wrapping this one up for the last time. And as always, pass the conversation on to you. But first, I should say thank you to the lovers, the haters, the lurkers, and the God forbid jerkers for watching me and engaging with me all these years. It has been an honor and a privilege, and I'm extremely fortunate to have been able to call this my quote unquote job for the last 8 years. And it is extremely bittersweet to let go of something that I spent the better part of a decade building. And maybe someday I'll return. But as of now, I do have no plans on coming back to this channel. So with that, as always, stay caffeinated, Pony Boy. Oh, and free Palestine.